Got my phone on charge. I ain't finna make this video too long. How y'all doing? This my second time trying to record this video without my fucking aunt calling me, but I'm gonna get straight to the point. Y'all niggas is watching porn 24/7. Just think about it. Some of y'all niggas is watching this shit 24/7. If not, you still watching it often, and y'all got social anxiety. Y'all scared to talk to females, nervous. You know what I'm saying? All this bullshit. You know what I mean? And half of that is the reason. Half of that is because of what you watch, you know what I mean, on a daily basis. You could do your research on what watching TV and all that shit does, and just watching shit in general, like what you see on the screen, you know what I mean, movies or whatever. It all plays an effect on your brain and shit like that. So if you watching all these scary movies and all that shit, you would try to, you know what I mean, you be scared. You probably be scared afterwards. Every little, like, you know what I mean, just different scenarios in your head, like. I don't know. You could just look it up, do your research, or just watching porn. Just imagine how porn shapes your brain. It basically shapes your brain to a fucking screen. So basically, it shapes your brain to a screen, right? It's like it's something called neuroplasticity. You're basically doing that every time. And neuroplasticity is basically like when you wire yourself, like how do I explain this? Like when you wire your brain to a state, I guess you can undo that. You can you know what I mean, unwire yourself to porn, you know what I mean, and then just go with real people, and then that's when neuroplasticity plays. So, and also when you watching porn every day or however often, you kind of you building a pathway in your brain, whether you like it or not. You building a pathway in your brain to be like, okay, your brain is like, okay, this is sex, this is what it is. We don't get really taught in this school. All these billionaires, porn stars. They might not even be billionaires. They millionaires, right? The company is billionaires. They doing all this shit. All these women come up missing. These kids come up missing. It's women right now on YouTube that's saying they were sold for sex and all this different shit. So, I mean, the shit is not a game. You can take it or leave it. Y'all watch porn. Half of these females probably be abused and shit like this. A lot of females, they get abused. So basically, the porn industry wants women to, I heard the number one thing on porn was like stepsister and all this shit. They want all this shit to be promoted. The more darker the porn is, the more you're gonna do it. So they gonna keep promoting. They want to fuck your brain up, and the government don't give a fuck. It's like, and these women get sex trafficking and all this shit. The billionaires is probably the ones doing this shit. It's taking all these women and all this shit. I mean, it's just shit that's not really talked about. Human trafficking and all that shit. It's kind of talked about, but half of these women being porn and shit like that. Porn needs to be porn has got to a point where it's like, the more extreme it is, that's just all it is, bro. You bound to just see some graphic ass, like well, all the shit is graphic, but you bound to see just some sexual violence, in some sort of type of way in porn and shit like that. That's what I don't my motherfucking friends and shit, they might think I'm weird. I don't even really, to be honest with you, I feel like I don't really fit in, bro. That's why I don't really go to school events. I'm not even fucking going to. We supposed to have a prom or something like this year. I'm not even going because I just don't fit in. Because a lot of motherfuckers, like, I can't really click with these motherfuckers, especially if they don't understand shit like this I talk about. Because I be speaking from the heart talking about this shit. Because this shit get tough. So basically, niggas watching porn 24/7, and then okay, you watching porn 24/7, right? So if you watching porn every day or every other day, you done got into some type of escalation with the porn. And by escalation, I mean a different type of genre, more extreme, meaning more violence, more sexual violence. And then half of y'all niggas watch porn for stress relievers or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know, for your pleasure and all this shit. It's different reasons. Everybody got a different reason. But the main thing is, y'all motherfuckers is watching all this violent shit in porn, and then wonder why y'all want to fucking sexual assault girls and all this shit. Because whatever you watching, you can get desensitized, and you need that more rush. That's what happened. Okay, let's talk about EDP. EDP, right? He was a child predator, right? And then I heard he talk about how he loves porn and all this shit. And this girl, she said it. She was like, he's a product of porn, which I agree with, but let me get into it. So basically, you watch that shit for so long, right? You done seen a whole bunch of genres and all that shit. That shit, whatever you watch you are what you watch, basically. You are what you watch. You slowly program your brain over time. Over the years, your brain is going to get programmed to that. So if you watching all this violent ass porn or whatever, you might see it for the first time the violent porn, you be like, oh, what the fuck? But then but this how the porn shit work. You will slowly escalate the soft core to the hardcore to the acting out, all that extreme fetishes and all that shit. That's why all these weird ass fetishes come from, is from porn, bro. Half of these niggas is watching porn, and it's all type of child pornography. They pushing pedophilia. They pushing all that shit in porn. I hope you know that. They pushing all this shit in porn. What's the number one? I bet I'm not looking at this shit because I don't even want to be tempted by none of the bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't even want to go back to my old ways watching porn and my addiction and all that shit, which I'm still going through a rebo process right now. So I can't see what's the number one topic, but it's some type of incest or it's some type of just extreme, just some extreme ass shit when a women getting abused. They degrade y'all women so much. Look what they doing in the music businesses. The music business, if you look at all these rappers, these females, more females is probably looking up to, cause shit, come on now, they're talking about all this popping pussy and doing all this different shit, which is, all this shit is doing is just like, they want, I don't know, the devil might run music, who knows, but all this shit is fucking us over. Like you are what you listen to, so that plays a part in your brain, what you watch, what you listen to every day. So make sure you try to just listen to something positive. If your friends listen to all that gang shit, blah blah blah, sometimes, I ain't even gonna lie, sometimes it be cool for turn up and shit like that, but it does have an effect on you, bro, in the long run. Like, especially that gang shit, bro. You'll start getting used to that type of music, and you will start thinking about doing that type of shit. You know what I mean? So it all just plays a part. I just wanted to let y'all know that. So every time y'all watch porn, I mean, shit, do what you do, but this is just what I personally believe. You can do your research. Shit, if you gonna call me out and say I'm wrong, blah blah blah, this, I ain't here to play games with a motherfucker. I'm dead serious. I ain't here to copy nobody. I'm not here to do none of that shit. I'm just, okay, so this video, I ain't here to copy nobody. I ain't here for games. Like Pharaoh said when he was talking about the woke shit. I don't know nothing about that really woke shit. I be looking at him like, wonder if that's true or not. But I know one thing for true, and this porn is not good for your fucking health and all this bullshit that they preaching. Motherfuckers is watching porn. Everybody done seen porn, but a lot of people don't really get into what I get into. It's people that do, and I watch their videos for hope and shit like that. And sometimes I be feeling down too. I feel like I'm so misunderstood with this shit. Like when I talk about this shit on my channel, motherfuckers like my friends, like they probably don't get it. They probably think I'm weird and all this other bullshit. When they watching the bullshit, they probably 9 times out of 10 they watching the sexual violence. So y'all niggas watching this shit, y'all really supporting this shit. Y'all getting off to this bestiality, this all type of weird, you know what I mean? This shit in porn. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but a lot of people been there in the weird, watching the weird ass shit, the weird porn. You'll catch yourself Washington. You will catch yourself watching some shit that you thought you would never do in your life. You getting off to it, bro. You gotta quit watching that shit, because that shit program your brain. That's all I wanted to say. And I'm out of here. But I hope y'all having a nice day. Make sure y'all build some habits, bro. I just started back meditating and all this different shit. You can say what you want at the end of the day, but about, oh, this nigga, he did see that and all this shit, but just do you know what I mean? Just quit watching porn. At least you know about it. It's a lot of women that get abused, and so I feel like this shit should be shut down, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like they can teach us sex in another way. This is why so many people is falling off the wagon. This is why so many people are sexual assaulting girls. If you look it up, bro, it's studies and shit like that. I want to say million. I don't know how many, but it's studies out there that say pornography consumption is linked with sexual violence. Basically, meaning you watch that shit for so long, or you watch porn and all that aggressive ass shit, that you start want to do that shit. You start want to assault girls, rape girls, and all that shit, because that's how you get off. That's how niggas get off, because they watch this shit so much. I'm just keeping it real. But if y'all don't believe me, y'all can do your own research, and I'm just trying to stop this, because I feel like they put porn in place to just, we've been so misled with the music and popping pussy, and they want us to be thinking about sex and all this bullshit, and you know what I mean? It's just, we've been so misled, and they want us to think about, if we think about sex 24/7, it's fucking us over it really is. And that's why there's OnlyFans and all this shit. And with the quarantine, how much money they making probably has went up drastically, because a lot of people's been in the house. I hope y'all just, you know what I mean, taking care of yourself. I really care about y'all. I've been gone for a minute, but I've been kind of lost and shit like that. And I've been just focused on me kind of at the same time. Like, I've been lost, like, at the beginning when I first started. After before this video, I was fucking lost and shit. Like, I just had to get back on my shit, make a video for y'all so I can get out here, so I can keep myself motivated, keep y'all motivated. Hope I help somebody. Y'all keep commenting down below what y'all think. Send me some new information and shit like that. Some new information that can help everybody. Matter of fact, y'all can, if y'all going through same like porn changes and reboot and all that shit, if y'all know what the fuck, if you know, you know. Basically, if you know, comment down below some new information. Just, you know what I mean? And what I was about to say, create your own channel, bro. Create your own channel, speak your own truth about the porn and all this shit and the sexual assault and shit, and how can we prevent it as a whole. First of all, I would do is just cut off porn, bro. You know what I mean? Cut off porn, cut off all the, well, I would say not cut off porn probably. I would cut off all the sexual violence in porn, you know what I mean? Because it's not natural, but I'm out of here.